This week we're going to keep thinking about Psalm 8, and we're going to think especially this week about how we can respond to the ideas that humans have great responsibility for the earth. That's something that's mentioned in this psalm. Take a moment just to reread the psalm and remind yourself of what it says. When we first looked at this psalm, we thought about what it said about God and what it said about humans. Today we're going to look especially at what it says about people. Verse 4 says, "What is mankind that you are mindful of them, human beings that you care for them?" It's basically saying, why would God, who is God, the creator of all things, why would he care about people? And it's an amazement that he does care about people. Verse 5 says, "You have made them a little lower than the angel and crowned them with glory and honour. You made them rulers over the works of your hands. You put everything under their feet, all flocks and herds and the animals of the wild, the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea, all that swim the paths of the seas." So this is saying that God made people to rule over the world, to rule over the things that he created, all the animals, all the birds, all the plants, and everything that he made. So what does the phrase mean when it says humans are a little lower than the angels? It suggests that human beings have a very high position and a great authority in God's creation, that we are stewards of the land that he's given us and we need to look after it. It says that humans are in charge of Some people argue that humans have misused this authority by treating the earth badly. There's plenty of evidence to support this. For example, deforestation, where trees are being cut down. It's fine that we can use trees to make our lives easier and make things that we can use. But when we're cutting them down faster than they're planted and creating a huge loss in trees, that can have a big effect on the world. Other things such as climate change, the use of fossil fuels, litter, waste, etc. I'm sure you can think of more examples. Let's go back to the beginning of our unit, when we said that the title was Creation and Science, Conflicting or Complementary, and we looked at the differing views about how God created the world, whether he created it in exactly 6 days, or whether science can help explain the exact way that it was created over a period of time. When we come to thinking about humans having responsibility for the earth, as suggested in Psalm 8, we can also think about this alongside the idea of using science. For example, how can science help us to look after the world? We have a responsibility for the earth. God gave us a responsibility to look after his creation. How could we use science to help us think about things like climate change, or about how we use fossil fuels and how we protect the earth that we live in? For your task this week, imagine that we have been sent a message to say that the Creator is going to come to Earth to inspect what humans have done as stewards or caretakers of the world. You are tasked with the job of preparing a report. You need to consider what humans are doing well and what needs improvement. Prepare a leaflet to give the creator. One half should show how the world is being looked after. You could include things such as recycling, showing that we're trying to limit the resources we use and throw away. You could also think about things such as not wasting water, etc. On the other half, you need to report on areas for improvement. What sorts of things need to be improved to show that we are looking after the world? You may need to do some research to find out facts so that you can make your plan clear. What needs to be changed? Consider use of fossil fuels, global warming, poverty, and other world issues.